Good afternoon, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Jacob coming straight from that Spiker Star, aka the Messenger, aka the Virgo Goddess, aka the Daughters of Zion, aka that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Okay, I always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Jacob was trying to say. Remember, I'm just the outsider looking into your world, seeing things that you just don't see. But think this, the name of this is called Religious Dangers of 501c3. What is 501c3? It's a tax exemption that exempts from paying federal corporate income tax. In many cases, it may also be exempt from state income tax, sales tax, and property taxes, and tax-deductible donations that can be deducted on their federal income tax return. Restrictions on activities. To maintain their status, 501c3 organizations must adhere to strict rules. Limited lobbying. The organization lobbying and legislative activities must be minimum. No political campaigns. Cannot engage in any political campaign activities for or against a candidate for public office. Okay? Exodus 23:8 says, "Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds those who see and twist the words of the innocent." Okay? Let me just say this. This whole 501c3 with these religious organizations, okay, from the Seventh-day Adventists to the Baptist Church to the Roman Catholic Church, okay, to the synagogue, okay, with the rabbi, okay, to the masjid, okay, to the imam and all that, all of them fall under this 501c3. Let me just say this. They are restricted. Okay, they are restricted from saying certain things and teaching certain things. They cannot teach certain things, okay, because it goes, okay, against their contract. Okay, they're on paper and they are on contract. 501c3 is a binding contract. Okay, a contract. We're going to give you this, but in exchange for this, you can't do this and you can't say this and you can only talk about this and you can only do this, okay? And they have a curriculum that they have to follow from the federal, from Nebuchadnezzar, okay? Nebuchadnezzar and Julius Caesar, his cabinet house, okay? So they can't say but so much, and they only could teach but so much, okay? And another thing with that is it's not fair to the person whom is actually seeking truth, because truth be told, you're supposed to go to a place, a organization is supposed to be, a religious organization is supposed to be a place of learning. It's supposed to be a school for learning where you're supposed to go there and learn. Okay, so it's not fair for the person with pure intentions to go and learn to try to save himself from being condemned. Okay, and they're not going to get spiritually fed. Okay, so it's not fair to them. Okay, and that's all that it is with this. That's why a lot of stuff that I just don't get down with. That's why I no longer go to the Baptist church or entertain anything that's 501c3, because they are limited. Okay, they are controlled and they are limited to what they can say and what they can teach. Okay, they can't go past the curriculum. Okay, and I can't deal with that. Okay, that's why a lot of them believe in this, but they can't believe in that. That's why they teach this, but they can't teach that. And another thing with them donations is that they will use what's convenient for them, which is Malachi 3:10. They will use Malachi 3:10 to have the bucket going around in a circle for everybody to give them donations and give them paper money. Okay? And then the organization, the religious organization, is supposed to give the person, okay, a tax form so they can fill that out on their taxes for donating to the organization. Okay, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff with this 501c3 with all these organizations. They're not teaching the truth. Okay, they're not teaching the truth, and they're not spiritually feeding the ones who want to be fed. Okay, that's because they playing out an agenda, okay, and they sold out for a piece of paper. Okay, Satan bought them at a cheap price. Okay, so yeah, that's going on with that. But anywho, I'm about to get off this. This is the Daughters of Zion, that 501c3. If you in a 501c3 building, you need to exit yourself because you're in trouble. Okay, they're in trouble. And not only that, but the shepherd, that's the shepherd of these religious organizations, okay, in exchange for paper and money and all this stuff, these little perks and stuff like that they get from Nebuchadnezzar, they also have to hand over the souls. Okay, they have to hand over the souls to Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, and Nebuchadnezzar is going to persecute them. Okay, but anywho, this is the Daughters of Zion. That's Spica Star, the brightest star of the constellation, the virgins. Looking into your world, see things that you just don't see. I'm going.